My name is Ernie Briggs. I work for Milestone Engineering and Construction.
And what's your title for?
Construction Supervisor.
And how long have you been working construction?
30 plus years.
Oh, long time.
I've worked at Milestone 25 plus years. I don't know the exact date, but a long time.
And what do you do in that role?
Just to supervise construction, make sure everything's getting done according to the plan.
Yeah.
And, helping everybody else where we can, trying to solve problems and anything that arises.
You've definitely doing a lot of problem solving already. So, I think that's a big part of the job, for sure. So we were wondering if maybe you could give us an update on where we are with the project and maybe show us what's going on.
Out here, it's all parking lot out there.
Yeah.
And we just finished with the stormwater retention area.
Okay. And what's that?
It's a bunch of plastic chambers where all the drains from the parking lot, the storm drains, tie into. So it'll settle in there, and it'll eventually leach back into the ground.
Right.
And if like a really major storm, it'll flow out, and it gets to go out to the street to the storm drains. What allows it to do is to sit in there before, so it doesn't overwhelm the storm drains in the street.
And that's why that's its job, really, to make sure that we don't get street flooding. Stuff like that. And what else is going on over there?
Yeah, we have all the rebar, the concrete reinforcement that goes all in the walls and in the footings for the building.
Yep.
It helps strengthen the concrete.
Okay.
And that's for the whole building.
Yep.
Concrete, the walls and the footings.
Right.
And, over here we have some footings in and getting ready to put the panels in for the walls.
And so, if you could point out over here where they're working, that's part of the additions going in over there.
Yep. You see the tall rebar; those are columns.
Yeah.
And there'll be steel attached to those.
Okay.
And that'll be the supports for the steel structure.
Excellent.
And you can see that's going to be a high wall.
Right.
All through there. And then over here is going to be where the elevator is. We're just getting going here. We're going to be putting the elevator right there. Getting the concrete walls in for that.
How deep is that going to be?
That's not as deep as it needs to go right now.
Yeah.
We need to shore up. We need to call underpinning for the existing foundation.
Right.
So, because we need to go below the cellar floor, so we need to support that wall so it doesn't collapse. So we can.
The wall on the right, that's the old foundation.
Correct.
The original building.
That's all rubble, called the rubble foundation. It's granite and stones and whatnot.
Yeah. And then the pink part is from the 1980s.
Yes, that's the newer one. It actually has a concrete footing, so that's a lot easier to work with.
And about how long before we'll start to see structures going up?
We probably, in reality, we probably have another, probably close to a month for concrete. We have, it's the walls are quite and footings are quite involved. So I would say that's about right. And then they'll start backfilling this and getting it up to grade, and then we can get the steel in, and then get concrete in for the floors after the steel's in, the decking in, and that'll be then we can start the steel studs and start framing the walls and all that, and the roof. The elevator pit? Yeah, that's going to be a little bit. Because we need to dig down a little bit in little sections and support the old foundation and support it again. So, and then we can dig out the whole thing as deep as we need to.
So probably.
I would say no. That'll catch up with the rest of it. Yeah.
So anything else you want to share?
Parking lot and the drainage and all that. That's a big thing to get done.
Right.
Because we're going to need all that area for storage, for materials, for the steel, for all kinds of stuff that we're involved in the job.
Yep.
And not to mention, the more people we get in there, the more parking we're going to need and all that, everything that goes with it.
Yep.
So,
So when do you think that's all going to be done? The parking lot?
Right off the top of my head, that's probably another couple weeks, and we'll get it. It'll be getting close.
Okay,
They got a lot of fill to put in, compact it,
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah. So, you know, the sooner we get that base paved, the better off we'll be.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, Ernie, thank you very much for your time.
All right.
Thank you.
Keep going forward.
Thanks.